Now the Max Long Range has the same great features that you expect from every X-bolt. It's got the short 60-degree bolt throw. It's got the safety that locks the bolt, but with the convenient bolt unlock button, you can empty the gun while it's on safe. It has the center feed polymer magazine and the feather trigger that's adjustable and comes straight out of the box with a crisp trigger pull. The X-bolt has the best production barrels in the industry, and that's where your accuracy comes from. And all the barrels are free-floated. Well, let's talk about the Max and how it's different. You can see that this is set up in a long-range configuration with a scope with a larger main tube for more adjustments, and also on an accessory 20 MOA Picatinny rail. We start with the muzzle brake, which reduces recoil by about half. We also supply a thread protector. If you do not want the muzzle brake muzzle blast while hunting, you can replace it with the thread protector. It does have an extended bolt handle, make a little bit easier operation of the bolt. What you're going to notice first about the Max Long Range is the new stock. This is a Browning stock, and it has a lot of great features for long range shooting. As you can see, it's sitting here on the bipod. It has a swivel stud for the bipod and an additional swivel stud for a sling attachment. For those that have bipods that attach via Picatinny rail, we'll have an accessory rail that's specifically made for this stock. Has the Picatinny section, also a sling attachment. It'll come supplied with screws, and it'll be a clean addition to the rifle as it's made specifically for this stock. One of the greatest features for long range shooting is the vertical pistol grip. And you can see that the Max stock has that. The vertical pistol grip gives you a great feel when you're shooting prone or off the bench and sets your hand up to put your finger nicely on the trigger. When you look at the buttstock, you can see this is the biggest departure from our traditional stocks. We have parallel surfaces here that line up with the bore, and that's specifically done so while you're shooting, with the help of the muzzle brake, that most often you'll be able to spot your own shots. Traditional stock has a slant that when it's sitting in the bags and under recoil, as it moves backward, it tips the gun up and you can no longer see your target through the scope. So with these parallel surfaces, the help of the muzzle brake, you'll often be able to spot your own shots. You can see it has an adjustable comb. It's got a wheel here that you can tighten and loosen and move the comb up and down. You have about an inch of vertical movement, and on the back side, there's marks. So once you find your ideal location to get that perfect eye alignment with the scope, if you have to move the stock to for cleaning or whatever, you can get it back to that exact perfect position. We also made the back of the stock where the top and the bottom are parallel so that if you use the supplied spacers, it comes with 1/4 inch and 2/3 of an inch, it'll have a nice clean look to it. If you do need to shorten the stock because this is parallel, a gunsmith can shorten this and reuse the recoil pad. You won't have the additional expense of grinding a new recoil pad for the gun.
How we doing, folks? Graham Rockwell here with Ruger Firearms to talk about the newest Hawkeye rifle, the Long Range Hunter, in 6.5 Creedmoor and 6.5 PRC. Last year, we introduced the Long Range Target in the Hawkeye series in 3 calibers, 300 Win Mag, 6.5 PRC, and 6.5 Creedmoor. For this year, we've got the new lightweight, all-weather, long-range Hunter in 6.5 PRC as well as 6.5 Creedmoor. The 6.5 PRC round is Hornaday's newest short-action Magnum round that gives you an additional muzzle velocity as well as downrange energy for long-range shots. A lot of great features on the Hawkeye long-range Hunter. We got a 2-tone laminate stock with adjustable length of pull and a soft rubber butt pad. Ruger LC6 trigger with detachable box magazine. Mauser style action with control rod feed, as well as a Picatinny rail for mounting your optics, and a 22-inch cold hammer forged barrel with a 5/8 24 thread and an included muzzle brake. So if you're looking to check out the Ruger Long Range Hunter in 6.5 Creedmoor and 6.5 PRC, visit Ruger.com or check out your local firearms retailer.
Tikka T3x CTR. To go over some of the specifics that we see in this model, if we sort of start at the front of the rifle and kind of work our way back through. Right at the front, we've got a threaded semi-heavy profile, cold hammer forged barrel, threaded in 5/8 by 24 for variety of muzzle brakes or
Very
suppressors.
cool. Yeah.
It does have a hand-cut target crown, so again, making sure we get absolutely everything done that will optimize the accuracy of this rifle. If we come back down to the fore end and the pistol grip of this rifle, we do have some modularity there. What I mean by that is we have different sizes of pistol grip, different sizes of stock, so that you can change the configuration whether you're shooting from a standing position, whether you're shooting from a prone position. These are sub-MOA guns right out of the box, no break-in period. At its very heart, the action, which is a very smooth action, people can try that when they first get the rifle in their hands, they pull it off the rack. It's the first thing they're going to feel.
Now with this CTR, this is a very versatile firearm in the line of rifles because, this is kind of, whether you want to be at the range, whether you're going to be out in the timber, out in the mountains, whatever it is, this gun can kind of do it all. Am I correct in saying that?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It is a truly sort of multi-role rifle. We have obviously a 10-round box magazine with this rifle. Something that you can't see but is fitted in this gun is a foam-filled stock. We've all been there where we've been creeping up on something and all of a sudden we've bumped it into a rock or a tree stump or something, and you hear that big hollow
in your tree stand, whatever it may be.
Foam filling the stock means that you'll get a dead sound. There won't be anything that alerts.
What stands out on Tikka rifles to me right from the start is the crisp trigger. Whether you're a long distance shooter, whether you're hunting, if you have a close range shot, long, middle, whatever it is that you're shooting, it's almost predictable. You're comfortable with your rifle, to help you be the most accurate shooter you can be, whether you're on the range or in the woods.
The trigger has to have that very predictable break, where you know exactly where every time that rifle is going to release that bullet. As somebody starting out, either that wants a rifle that they can do it all, or they want to start out in precision shooting, this is the perfect rifle for that.
Man, I love this rifle. I can't say enough about it. So versatile, and just an overall great rifle for anybody that wants to shoot.
That's the Tikka T3x CTR. I think we put a scope on it and let's go shoot it.
Alrighty, man.
So Benelli's just introduced the Lupo, which is Italian for wolf. Yep. And you're the first to see it in 300 Win Mag configuration, which this is.
The looks are interesting, but the insides are really unique.
To appreciate it, you got to get behind it and shoot it.
Oh, okay. Well, this is not a 30-06. This is a 300 Win Mag.
I believe you can do it.
Well, I am a pistol shooter, so I know I can hit the paper with every shot.
Now, this is a cryo barrel. It's got a great taper on it, threaded, so you can attach a suppressor at the muzzle.
And that has 300 Win Mag recoil. That has a fabulous trigger.
It is a 7-pound rifle. That trigger is adjustable between 2.2 and 4.4 pounds. I measured it 3 pounds on this one.
Yeah, and it's nice and crisp. Oh, I'm coming right off there. Okay.
I'm willing to bet that was a sub-MOA group all day long.
It looks like it's about an inch, but it's not quite in the center. But we'll fix that in post.
So there's a lot of features built into this. Even though it looks like a simple black rifle, no, you got to break it down. Attached to this aluminum chassis, we've got a steel recoil lug, steel barreled action, of course, and air touch grip at the touch points. But the stock, of course, Benelli is known for their shotguns. This has got some shotgun elements to it.
Well, you've got, this is nice and soft foam right here, and there's 3 different cheek pieces to adjust the height.
Right.
And then...
They call that the comb tech, by the way.
Yeah, and now with shotguns, a lot of times you can put shims in to adjust the angle and the length of pull, and you've got the exact same thing with this rifle.
That's right. You can adjust it in one of 36 positions.
This rifle has a 24-inch barrel. The 270 and the 30-06, they have 22-inch barrels, and all of them are threaded 5/8 by 24 if you want to put a suppressor or some sort of other muzzle device on it.
The bolt is easily disassembled, and of course it's a 3-lug action, so you get that 60-degree quick bolt throw. I mean, you can really work it if you have to in the field.
This has a standard rail on the top, but you can put different bases on it as well, can't you?
That's right. You can remove it. Of course, they have different short rail sections, but say you don't want a Picatinny rail. This will also accept Remington 2-screw bases as well as Benelli's proprietary 3-screw base, and all for $16.99.
Wow, that's a heck of a price.